Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel. I am currently working on my Monday and Saturday series videos using the Cutest Cow bundle. This is the punch that goes with the stamp set. It's adorable. It's in the current mini catalog. So I had to get a different whiteboard as I'm working on two different projects here at the same time. Anyway, so this is for Saturday series. The first Saturday, this video will air Saturday, March 2nd. Video number 1 using the Cutest Cow. This card is in the Brights collection, color collection, and is for the beginner stamper. So for this one, we are only using the stamp set. This is very simple. There's stamping and coloring, but this is geared towards the beginner stamper. Once again, this has also got no dimensionals. You can put dimensionals on it if you like, but I'm keeping this one kind of simple, so I hope you guys like it. We're using just the sunflowers, and the little things you do make such a big difference. And then it has a sweet little thank you. We're using that. We're using this little one. And then from that retired, I might keep this out this whole month. We're using thank you for all the little things you do for your big heart. Mouthful. So are you ready to see the card? I think it's sweet. Look at that. Really, really cute. This is a little off-centered, but we're going to fix that. This is the inside, and this is the mailer. I didn't color on these, but you can, but I kept it very simple. See, there's the wee little thank you, the wee little sunflower. This is just a cute, very simple little card. So just because it has the cows doesn't mean you have to use them. I'm proving that right now. So what are we using? Well, this piece, well, hopefully that side fell on the floor. Okay, so let's get out. I'm using a clear envelope. Yes. And I can't believe I didn't add clear envelopes to my order. I added white envelopes, and I was like, afterwards, it's like, oh, why do I do this to myself? But I do. So we have a white card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Our next layer is Granny Apple Green, which is 4 by 5 1/4. Our next layer is black, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. Now, if you didn't have black, if you're on limited cardstock or limited purchasing, white cardstock, always great for card bases. And if you are scrimping to save, you can cover your full sheet, your full front of your card with a 1/4 sheet of cardstock. And that saves you from using a full piece. You know, it just saves in cutting down on cardstock. You don't have to add the black layer, but I did the card without it first, and then I'm like, oh, the black would just really make it pop, and it does, but you can choose not to. So then we come to a piece of white, which hopefully we got a good enough piece here, 3.5 by 4 3/4. And then we have some Glorious Gingham. If you did not have any DSP with greenery like this on it, use another piece of your cardstock green or a different shade, and you can stamp grass. I'm stamping little speckles on there, or just stamp the little, you can do it without this. My dogs are going nuts. And then for my address label, the 4 by 5 1/4. So let's get started. I'm not going to change out my little scrap piece here, but we are going to start with our mailing label. And this is going to be in Granny Apple Green and Black Memento are the colors I am using. So we're going to start with the Black Memento. Ink up my sunflowers, put them right down here in the bottom left-hand corner. Now, I told you I'm not coloring in these sunflowers, not on the label. We're not done with that yet. I'm taking the wee little grass image. I'm going to stamp in the center, then to the right and to the left. Then I'm going to take that wee little thank you and I'm going to stamp at the top. Thank you. That's it. Short, simple, sweet. And it goes into, oh, I need to stamp it, don't I? I need to add my label to it because yes, I will be mailing these out. March's mailing is actually February's cards, most of them. I didn't get them out in time for Valentine's Day, so they went out for March's mailing list. All right, so there's our address label. Next, we are going to, stamp? We're going to stamp on this, and I'm going to show you how I'm doing this. So, I forgot to put down the measurements, didn't I? This is 2 by 5 1/4. Now I'm going to take it roughly in the center. I'm not measuring, and I am tearing it. And it's okay if it doesn't tear perfectly. That's what I like about it. So now I have 2 pieces. And then I'm going to take these 2 pieces. I'm going to take a little speckly stamp. My little splotchy splatters, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to stamp off once, and then I am going to stamp all over this. This is what I mean. You could do this. You could do this even on white. I just happen to have this glorious green, Glorious Gingham DSP. It's not glorious green. It's granny apple green. It used to be a color called glorious green. So I'm just stamping all there. I really wanted some there. So now I have 2 pieces. Now I'm bringing in my 3.5 by 4 1/4 piece. And I am going to set this right here along the bottom. I'm not worried about it being over because I will trim it when I get it on my card. But I needed them longer for the inside of the card. So I'm taking that little grass stamp and I'm going to stamp right along the edge, getting a little bit onto this DSP. Should have done a little bit more there. I still didn't get it. It's all right. Look at that. I still missed. I'll catch it the next time around. I don't want a lot of grass. I just want, and I still can't get it up there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's try this one. Now we're going to take it. Yes, I'm doing it this way because in case you were prepping. So this time I'm going to try a little bit more. There we go. Want some on that. I want it full strength. I don't know why I'm letting it get stamped off. This is all on the front though. This one of these 2 will go on the inside. So you see now I have that little grass border. I'm going to come in there and fill that. I still am not making it. It's going to work. I think this is going to be the one. Yes. I need more grass. Now I can come in and make my grass edge a little taller in places where I want it taller. But this is going to show me where. Might as well just go all the way around to the end. So now we're going to stamp our sunflowers. We're going to start in the center. And I don't want those stems. I want those stems below the DSP. So I'm going to plant those stems down there. Give it a minute. Lift up. Stamp again. I want it to go a little bit off of my paper. So I'm making sure it's all the way, got a little bit off of the edge there, see? And this one over there. All right. Now we have our sentiment, which is going to go right in between these 2. Like, that looks good. In Granny Apple Green. All right. And then I said we needed a scrap piece, and this is literally a 1/2 inch by however long you have it. We need that for our little thank you for the front. I'm going to do it right there, leave a little room to flag that wee little sunflower in black memento right there. Hopefully that's good. All right, and I think we have it now. So I can close up that for the moment. And this. Now we're going to do some coloring. And I don't have a Granny Apple Green marker, but I do have the new Encore colors, which if you guys don't have these, great buy while they're in the catalog, because I do know, because they're 2023's new core colors, this I'm sure will go away. The bargain that this is to get those extra colors is a must-have. It just is. Okay, so Granny Apple, not Granny Apple Green. This is lemon. What is this one again? Lemon Lime Twist, and it is part of the brights. So I'm going to go down the stems, and I'm just going to kiss all of those little leaves that are above my little line with this. We're going to stamp some more on the inside, but this really, yes, for beginners. And once again, you could use children's markers, whatever you have available to you, but this is a great bargain in the catalog because you get some, you're not just buying a color collection, you're getting all of the new core colors, which gives you a great variety. It is such a great value. I mean, because I have quite a bit, well, I have several of old marker selections, and they changed the tips, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Because I'm not replacing markers until I have to, and you can't replace just one at a time. You have to buy the whole collection. And this way you get a great color choice. So there are all my little greens. The inside, I'm using my Retired Cinnamon Cider. Love this color. It did not make it. They brought in Pumpkin Pie, which Pumpkin Pie would look great too. I forgot that it is actually in that core collection of markers. I forgot until just now. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's in there. I could have used Pumpkin Pie. I'm wondering if it might have been too dark. So we're not going there. Don't forget the little one. All right, so let me show you. This is what the writing tip looked like before they changed it up. And this is the writing tip now. 10 times better. This is the new one. This is the old one. It's great. So I'm using Daffodil Delight for my sunflowers petals. And I'm just tapping each of them. I'm not trying to do like the perfect job here. This look with all the white, it looks great if you have a little white showing. So very simple stamping. This I like to do. All that blend stuff, guys, it just, maybe because I just am not comfortable with it. I mean, this I can do with the markers. Love this. I mean, the blends do suit a purpose. They're great. Okay, so that's all done there. We do need to add just a wisp of green right there. The lemon, oh, lemon lime twist. The tongue twisters, always. Lemon lime twist. All right, so this is done. This is done. This is done. We can put this now on our card. And I'm going to use this large bottle. Yes, I do this. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to shimmy it into place where I lined it up. I'm going to bring it this way so it's all the way down. Now I do have to trim, but I needed it long because that one needs to stay the same size that it is right now for the inside. This one needs to come down. Then we're going to take our thank you. We're going to flag it. And that means making it look like a banner if I can find the scissors. Oh, they're in the drawer. These are my pointy bladed ones. So here, you just snip in the middle and then snip the corners up to that middle point. I have cut myself. Do be careful. do be careful. So this is just going right over here, and I've got done 3 of these with this little scrap. There we go. Now I'm going to take the snips, snip that off, and we're ready to layer these up. And they're such big ones that we can go ahead and use, except I get closer to the edge with my little glue bottle. So this is going onto our black layer. Now this white layer we stamped on once again is 3.5 by 4 3/4. The black layer is 3 3/4 by 5. It's going on to the Granny Apple Green layer, which is 4 by 5 1/4. Now, I'm not going to do any extra stamping on the white card base because it doesn't need it. It has all this white space. I just added that little bit of speckling to the grass area on the card. Yes, I know you're almost done. Thank goodness. You can be retired then. Big X, a little bit more there. And put that on our center of our card. It's a really bright, beautiful card. This one now we're going to work on that inside of our card. So you see this here? That's why it needed to be that 5 1/4. It's going to have a little bit of a white border left around it. But now we're going to grab our sunflowers again. I'm going to ink it up. And I want it like right here, but I want it the stems below my DSP. There you go. So we are going to color these. I need that again, so this should be fairly quick. The centers. Oh my goodness, some dog is really barking out there. And our down the center. Like I said, I am not going for perfection here. That is not what this card is about. Leaving those little areas of white to me just make it a little bit of highlighting, which is easy. Do not stress if you're a new stamper. Do not stress over any of that. And use what colors and stuff you have. I'm just trying to show you a little bit. I like to show you a little bit from the Brights collection, the Regal collection, the neutrals, and the in colors, and of course the soft subtles, which I think my favorite's going to be the neutrals because I'll probably do a black and white theme, knowing me. So our sentiment is from a retired stamp set. It's a large sentiment. That's what I wanted. Oh, did not get ink on you. Thank you for all the little things you do. Sunny sentiments. There's lots of choices. We're going to stick this right here. Give it a second. Close up the ink pad. Now I'm going to tell you, from one 6 by 6 sheet of this, I got 3 cards, and I cut them. I cut a strip that was, I cut the edges off to say at 5 1/4. And then I cut 2 inches, and I got 3 strips. And then of course I tore these strips in half for this card. So I had a piece for the inside and a piece for the outside, and I got enough for 3 cards to do that because I made 3. 1 sample and then 1, of course, yes. I am. My aunt is so funny. Yes. Yes, it's for her. So there you have it. It's that simple. Now, if you have Wink Stella, add your Wink Stella. You could splatch it like this, or you could highlight it. I think we're going to go the splatchy thing. Then I got to clean everything off. So just going to grab it. Little speckles on it. And then I'm just going to highlight the center of the flowers. And then dab a little bit on all the petals. Like it's morning and it was cold and there's a little bit of dew on them. Yes, yes, yes. Don't forget the sweet little one. And don't forget your inside. Now, of course, the ones on my mailing label don't need it. But there you go. So just that little bit of sparkle. You could add gemstones. You could add rhinestones. There's a lot of stuff you could do. I am not doing that. I'm keeping it simple, easy to do, easy to mail, as it only costs you a regular stamp. So I'm going to try to do a little bit more like that. But I love this. I love that little pop of black, you guys. Just makes it... It just makes it stand out. You could have done these two in black, but I wanted to keep it again with that granny apple green. I hope that you like this design. Like I said, if you wanted, you can go ahead and even color these. I left them as they were, and I just left the pop of granny apple green. Please, I would love to know your comments. If you enjoy seeing, oops, I can see now that it's like, oh, there's no shimmy in it now, but it's a little off, but that's okay. It's gonna be fun. It's a handmade card, and it's the thought that counts, right? I love it, even with it being a little obscure there. Or I cut it wrong. I think I cut it cockeyed. No, there's no. It is what it is, guys. But as always, I invite you to come back and visit me in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now.